Hello students, we're going to start a new chapter today. So that is our 15th chapter in our text. That is our environment. So what is the introduction of environment? So you know environment is surrounding. It includes physical, chemical and other natural forces like living things and non-living things which included in that. Living things live in their environment and they constantly interact with it and adapt themselves to condition in their environment. So into the environment, there are different interaction between the animal, plant, soil, water and other living and non-living things. In simple, the interaction between the living thing and the non-living things are called environment. So here we are going to discuss brief about the introduction of environment in detail. Our surrounding is called environment. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the ecosystem and its component, biotic and abiotic component, food chain and food web, energy transfer through trophic levels and ozone layer and its concern. So these are the topic we're going to discuss in the lesson, our environment. What is environment? So as I said before, the surrounding. An environment is everything that is around us, which include both living and non-living things, such as soil, water, animal and plants are the example for environment, which adapt themselves to their surroundings. Actually, our environment is a nature's gift that helps in nourishing the life on the earth. The environment plays an important role in the existence of life on the planet Earth. The word environment is derived from the French word environ, which means surrounding. An ecosystem refers to all the living and the non-living thing present in the environment, and it is the foundation of the biosphere, which determines the health of the entire planet Earth. So our environment is our life. Ecology and environmental science are the branches of life science which mainly deals with the study of organisms and their interaction among organisms and the environment. So, as the number of people on Earth increases naturally, we need more resources to satisfy everyone's needs and want. So with the current population at 7.4 billion in our Earth, which is only increasing as the day pass by, we cannot accept to utilize the less number of resources. We need more land, more water, more food, more oil, more factories, etc. to survive. Naturally, this means that more waste will also be generated. So let's understand what happens to the waste that we add to the environment. So in your chapter, there will be the question raised, what happens when we add our waste to the environment? So the environment of an organism means the physical and biological condition in which it lives. The physical conditions include soil, light, temperature, etc. And the biological condition include other plants, animals and microorganisms around it. A change in any of these conditions can affect organisms. When the waste are added to our environment, what happens? It disturbs the ecological balance. The substance or waste are of two types. So the substances that are broken down by biological process are said to be biodegradable. And when the substances are not broken down by a biological process, it's said to be non-biodegradable. So these substances may be inert and simply persist in the environment for a long time or may harm the various members of the ecosystem. So, biodegradable waste examples and non-biodegradable waste examples we're going to discuss. So as I said before, the waste which are decomposed into harmless substance by microorganisms called biodegradable. To degrade the waste, we need bioorganisms, that is alive, that is microorganisms. Example, vegetable, fruits, pulses, cereals, cotton, jute, wool, wood, leather, paper, animal tongue, animal bones, etc. Non-biodegradable waste are waste which are not decomposed by microorganisms. So there will be no involvement of life. Example, polythene bag, plastic, synthetic fiber, glass, metal, synthetic rubber, insecticides, pesticides, etc. So these are the differentiate between the biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. Here we discussed the definition and the examples. How do we protect the environment? Always remember that protecting the environment is our highest priority. So use best practices to avoid waste, reduce emission, recycle, and manage hazardous waste appropriately. So look for opportunities to improve our environmental impact. So all of my students are aware about 3 Rs because these are we discussed in our school by a various thing which we let, right? Like 3 Rs stands for reduce, reuse and recycle. So these are the term we were discussed in our co-scholastic area and all. So we've done a lot of project like 3 Rs. So what is reduce? Reduction of waste generation. Reuse of product and the part. Use things again and again. Recycle. Use of recycled resources for reuse. Students, you have done a lot of project based on 3 Rs, reduce, reuse and recycle. So you know, well known about this topic. To reducing the amount of waste you produce is the best way to help the environment. And reuse is instead of throwing the things away, try to find a ways to use them again. And recycle. Many of the things we use every day like a paper bag, soda cans and milk cartons are made out of material that can be recycled. So recycled items are put through a process that make it possible to create new product out of the material from the old one. So these you have done a lot project and you were well aware about this 3 Rs. Now we move on to the components of environment. So based on the component, it is of 2 types. One is biotic and other one is abiotic. So abiotic, it means absence. Okay. So absence of biotic environment. It includes all non-living component such as air, cloud, dust, land, mountain, river, temperature, humidity, water, water vapor, sand, etc. These are the example for abiotic environment. The biotic environment, it includes all living organisms such as animal, bird, forest, insect, reptile, microorganisms like algae, bacteria, fungus, virus, etc. What is ecosystem? The interaction between the abiotic and the biotic component is defined as ecosystem. It is a self-sustaining and functional unit of biosphere. So the term ecosystem was coined by Sir Arthur Tansley. Okay. So based on the ecosystem, there will be different types. Okay. So first we discuss the components of an ecosystem. They are abiotic and other one is biotic factors. So abiotic factors include the climatic factors, example rain, temperature, light, wind. And biotic factors, here we have 3 classification like producer, consumer and decomposer that we're going to discuss in brief in upcoming videos. So now we end up with importance of environment. Environment plays an important role in healthy living and existence of life on planet Earth. Earth is a home for different living species and we are all dependent on the environment for food, air, water and other needs. Therefore, it is important for every individual to save and protect our environment. So in this video, we know the importance of environment. It plays an important role in the healthy living of human being. So it matters because it is only home that humans have, and it provides air, food and other needs. So humanity entire life support system depends on the well-being of the environmental factors. Thank you.